Coming soon to this theater.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your buddy Brian here for another night of what am I even calling this thing? Oh, it's Brian's Monster Movie Funhouse. That's right. And this is a little show where my friend Matt, author of Butch Cleaver 2. By the way, the campaign for that is still going. Get on that shit now, or you will regret it. Basically, we agree to. Basically, it's a bunch of indie comics folks that are into horror movies that agree to watch a particular horror movie, preferably one that not everybody has seen yet. Not necessarily something obscure, but not like The Conjuring or any of this like mainstream shit that's in the theaters. But also, we always try to pick a movie that is not behind a paywall. That's to say, if you want to join us in the chat, or maybe even just jump into the group, there's no reason I can't post a link for people to jump in, right, and give us their thoughts. I always try to pick a movie that's not behind a paywall that you can watch either on Tubi or on YouTube. Because, Matt, I don't know if you knew this, but like if you go on YouTube and you search for movies, there's like 1080p like Blu-ray rips.
Yeah, there's a lot on there.
Right?
Crazy. Yeah.
I know. Like I didn't even like I had no idea. Like a friend of mine, he's like one of those. Okay, he's not exactly a millennial, but yeah, he kind of is. Well, he's in there. He's like 32. Okay, and he's all about streaming. And not about physical media, although he collects VHS, so I don't know what that's about. But I don't know, bust his balls about that. But but anyway, I love that dude. So it's my friend Chris. But he's all into streaming and not physical media. And I mean, I'm all about my physical media because now we know that they're going back and they're changing old movies.
Yeah, they're recutting them, like a Blade Runner cut, but more diverse,
right,
for political agenda.
Yeah, they're censoring them. They're also putting in product placements, that is to say updated product placements. So if you're watching like Superman 2 and you see Superman flying into that gigantic Coca-Cola sign that's in Times Square and it explodes and shit, right? It would now be like a new Coca-Cola logo.
Oh, I see.
Or it wouldn't even be a
Updated
Coca-Cola logo. It would be like some other logo.
IHOP or something.
Yeah, something.
That's funny, man.
Yeah. No, it's funny, but it's also sad. It's like, oh,
yeah, it's
fuck.
horrible.
I thought, because when I was a kid, my dream was always to have a remote control and a TV where I could watch any movie at any time.
True. Yeah.
Right?
That's pretty badass.
The VCR comes along, we got that much closer. Streaming comes along, okay, we're hella close now. We're hella close.
Yeah,
right?
Man. Yeah.
But what do? They gotta go and fuck it up.
Yeah.
And once these social justice, dude, one of the movies we were considering reviewing for tonight is New York Ripper. Have you seen New York Ripper?
Nope. No, that's why I love this show, man. It's like it's fun every week. I'm discovering new stuff. So
all right. If you want to, I'm not a hateful person. I don't hate SJWs, but they annoy the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to take like a bunch of them, strap them into like in a chairs in a movie theater, do like the Ludovico technique in Clockwork Orange, right? Pry their eyes open and show them New York Ripper.
Oh, okay.
They would, dude, blue-haired land whales would be having seizures. It's honestly, it's like if you were to ask me about that movie, I'd tell you, yeah, it's a vile piece of misogynistic filth. like that's me.
Right. I have to see that.
Oh, well, yeah, you got to see that. Yeah, you got to see that. There's moments in that though where you're just like, oh, Lucio, dude, really, you went there? Oh, dude, yeah, it's vile and it's sickening. The movie that we're going to be talking about tonight is also vile and sickening,
Oh yeah.
but it is also often dreamlike, poetic in a
Yeah.
strange way.
Yeah. I
You
would say there's a
know,
lot of influence. I mean, I've picked up a lot. I mean, be so bold to say I got some Wan influences almost from his movies, just on lighting and smoke.
oh yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
some of this movie. Yeah.
Well, he's definitely an Italian horror guy. If you looked at Dead Silence, for instance,
Yeah.
that's lit like a Mario Bava movie, right? With the layered lighting, it'll be like red in the back, blue in the middle, purple in the foreground, or something like that. Horror movies have always, to a large degree, the cinematography has been about lighting.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that's really fucked up about this movie is that it's beautifully shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
I think it was Sergio Stivoletti. I think it was or Sergio Salvati, I think, is the cinematographer on this and the other Fulci movies from like the early 80s. And so you have, I mean, these are brutal. These are, I mean, when I think about it, it's like, okay, now compared to what you see on The Walking Dead, it's almost tame. The special effects often are, it's like paper mache and pig's guts and that sort of a thing. The special effects are fantastic.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily meant to be an accurate representation of reality, though.
Right.
And one of the problems that people have with these movies is that, okay, all right, quick story. All right, The Beyond. This is the film that we're talking about. I got the DVD here. A proper Blu-ray release has yet to grace us. Way back in about 1998, 1999, we started seeing this poster at the Angelica Film Center. The Angelica Film Center was this really pretentious as fuck. I mean, it was a cinema. It was a multiplex. It was called the Angelica Film Center.
Yeah, do tell.
Right? So that's where you would go and see. They would show nothing. It was like a multiplex in the city of Houston that was an art house multiplex. Right? I'm like, okay. Every time I saw a movie there, if it was something that interested me, and that was actually, the 90s were a great time for art films. There were a lot of great art films. But if you went to see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or something like that, invariably you'd have some guy in a chair next to you.
Oh man.
I mean, literally falling asleep because he wasn't there to see a particular movie. He was there to go to the strenuously trendy Angelica Film Center because he was one of the smart people, one of the superior people that not like that riffraff that go off to the multiplex to see like, Men in Black 3.
Right.
No, I watch my shit at that place.
Snobbery snoring.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Shit was funny, to the point where I started thinking, I'm gonna have to like bring a magic marker with me. Start drawing dicks on people's face and shit,
Hey,
the fuck?
dick face.
Oh God. But anyway, they were showing this at the strenuously trendy Angelica Film Center. It turns out that Sage Stallone, who is Sylvester Stallone's son, or unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, was Sylvester Stallone's son. He's since passed away. I think he had a drug overdose or something. really horrible and tragic. Anyway, he was a very big Italian horror fan. In fact, I think one of the reasons why Rambo 4 is like a splatter movie.
Yeah, I love that one. That's my favorite.
Wouldn't you say that there's an Italian influence there?
Definitely, man. Definitely over the top gore. You know what I mean? He even brought up, dude. Even the new Expendables. The first one was like that, and also I don't know if you've seen Last Blood, but
yes, I have.
That one was pretty gory too.
Yeah, well, it was, and like the end,
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. We disagree about that movie, because I don't consider it a Rambo movie. It's a Danny Trejo movie, right? I consider it in it. It's not a Rambo movie if he's not wearing the headband and going, oh, and his face was like really distorted, which is great.
Yeah. Well, I kind of put it up there with First Blood. Like, to me, like it's a Last Blood. And
that's a good thriller though.
No, it is.
First Blood is actually a good thriller. Like, you can appreciate that just as a thriller. Rambo 2 is like the funniest like movie ever made. Like, I piss myself watching that. Rambo 3, also awesome.
Yeah.
Hysterically fucking funny. 4 is,
4 is a little dark. But so is 5. 5 goes kind of dark too, because they deal with a little more, I don't know.
Oh, 5 gets really dark.
That's what I'm saying. To me it's more revenge flick, but also he does a lot of the stuff. It kind of just reminded me of him when he was like a gentle soul coming into a town in First Blood, and this is the Last Blood, and he's there and he's a loner, and he has nothing. Yeah,
but he should have gone Rambo a lot fucking earlier. Do you know what I'm saying? He should have gone Rambo Commando style and saved the girl.
Oh yeah. Well, the
way he just walks like right in there.
Yeah.
This is my okay. We're gonna get back to the Beyond, I promise. But my own feeling is that was a repurposed script for somebody else. That wasn't written as a Rambo script. That's my feeling. I could be completely wrong, but they do this with a lot of sequels, especially like the Hellraiser sequels. It's just like they'll just take another horror movie and go, okay, how can we just like fit Pinhead in here?
Yeah, like
just squeeze him in at the end.
Yeah, Frankenstein a little.
Yeah, so I got the feeling that I was watching a movie that was supposed to be like a Danny Trejo movie, and I'm not talking about like Machete and Machete Kills.
No, I know.
I'm talking about the direct-to-video movies.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So but that's my own personal peccadillos. Anyway, back to the story. That's the story I was telling. So they're showing this. Well, with Sage Stallone. That's how we got on Stallone. Sage Stallone and Cretin Tarantino. That's what I call him. Cretin Tarantino. Teamed up and found a new print, or not a new print. They found they found the original negatives. They cast a new print.
Ooh.
And they were taking it on tour, right? And it was like in 7 cursed cities, right? Because it's like the 7 Doors Hotel, the 7 Gates of Hell, and everything, right?
Okay.
So they set it up, right? So they were going to tour with it, and so I tell my girlfriend Spider, that's my girlfriend. I had a girlfriend named Spider. This is like the 90s goth scene, all right? And I tell her like, yo, we are going to check this out. And she had no idea, what she was walking into. But goth chick, okay with cool with horror, right?
Right.
And so, they're the only chicks that were never like afraid of me. That's probably why I ended up dating so many. But so we go to see this at the Strenuously Trendy Angelica Film Center. We smoke a big fatty before we go in, right? Because it's what you do in this situation. At least if you're a deviant like me and like she was. And we go in, and I'm expecting like a bunch of Lucio Fulci fans. I'm expecting gore hounds. I'm expecting us, right? Our tribe. I go in, hipsters.
What?
Hipsters out the ass. You know why? Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
They saw his name They hopped on the tickets. They got the tickets before the real fans could get them.
Oh wow.
And he and Sage Stallone were there too, right?
Oh wow.
So that made it even more like hipstery, right? And I saw one friend, right? A guy that I knew from the goth scene, that my friend Vincent, that was also just like hardcore a splatterhound, you know. And like he was like way down towards the front. I was way like about in the middle or so. We're like, yeah, Fulci, fuck yeah. Everybody else just sitting there. Hey, Quentin, this movie better be good.
Oh man, fucking annoying.
Yeah. So the movie starts. People don't know what to make of it. They're completely baffled. Then they start laughing at it. Right? Then they start laughing with it. And right, and some of them, I'm like, okay, they seem entertained. My girlfriend seems entertained. People were like, cheering, attack, Dickie, attack! This big roar went up, right? So I'm thinking, okay, let me watch these bitches, because when you go to see a film in a theater, unless it's an empty theater, you're a freak like me, you won't go see a movie until like the day before it closes, so that you can get an empty theater. You don't have to worry about people on their fucking phones.
Oh yeah.
You watch the audience, especially if it's a horror film.
Oh yeah.
You're curious to see the reaction. And I'm thinking, okay, let me keep an eye on these bitches for this ending. And when the ending came along, you could have heard a pin drop.
Mm.
And I was like, that's Fulci.
Yeah.
Like he could do that. He could just pull the rug out from underneath you. You're watching this ridiculous splatter movie, and then you're presented with this incredibly original, haunting image.
You're right.
Right?
Full circle too. I mean,
full circle. Yeah, from the painting, right?
Yeah.
So, how should we describe the plot to this? It opens in 1872 Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's another thing too, is that this has a Southern Gothic
definitely
flavor to it, right?
Yeah.
And Nolans definitely is a very sort of Gothic city.
Oh yeah, haunted.
You've got all this like beautiful, certainly a French, not just a French Quarter, but also you've got
the
these
grave
incredible
cemeteries, the gravelands,
right? Because all the cemeteries, all the bodies are above ground. They're in tombs.
Yeah, towers. Yeah, tower tombs and streets of them.
Right, because otherwise you're basically burying them in a swamp, kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they're like these cool necropolises.
Yeah.
Right, and just Gothic as fuck.
Yeah.
And of course, the Southern Gothic, that's a tradition more in literature than anything else, I would say. But there's a little of that. Oh, but there's a little bit of Lovecraft thrown in. He'll do that occasionally.
Although, a little bit.
Although I think that's probably the writer Dardano Sacchetti. He pretty much wrote all of these movies from this period, right? All the awesome ones, anyway.
Wow.
So it opens up, and there's a hotel, there's a mob, torch wielding mob, and they seize this painter named Schweik, who is a painter and also evidently a warlock. And they nail him to a fucking wall with railroad spikes and throw, what was it? It's like it looked like acid, but I don't think it was meant to be acid. It was like some kind of like concrete sludge or something. Either way, it melts his fucking
like
face
acid.
up.
Yeah, melts it off. Just and they did that. They did that down.
Ollie?
Oh wait, what's up, man?
What up, Preston?
What's up, Preston?
Y'all got the link. Y'all are welcome to join us if you feel like it, when you feel like it. This is a casual show. People can pop in, pop out. It's all good. But I'm sorry, Matt, you were saying?
I was gonna say they nailed him up in the basement, right?
Nailed him up in the basement, and then I think like walled his body in.
Yeah, that was weird too, because later on in the movie, it's like in his room too. So I was just like thinking that there was different, I don't know, different portals or something inside the house. You know what I mean? And then there was another scene because the house was they had the blueprints when they went down to City Hall, and it was just that scene where it's just disappearing each section of the house. You know what I mean? Almost like it was bigger, maybe even 200 years ago, and the house shrank or something. You know what I mean?
Or that it's constantly changing, or that there are these dimensional portals.
Yeah, to hell.
That was the feeling that I got.
And it's definitely opening up, obviously, around the town too, right? Because at the end of the movie, it's connected to the morgue, and then you have the spiders coming in through City Hall.
Yeah.
So that's the portal spiders as well, and I guess it does kind of tell you right there through the imagery that yes, this town is all connected to this portal, to this hotel. You know what I mean? To the gateway from beyond.
The Seven Doors Hotel. Do you remember that hair band from the 80s Europe?
Yeah.
The Final Countdown. They actually have a song about this movie called the Seven Doors Hotel.
Oh shit.
Yeah, how weird is that? Anyway, when they do this to Schweik, it pretty much opens one of the 7 doors of hell, which the hotel happens to very unfortunately sit over. So Catriona MacColl, the lovely Catriona MacColl, inherits this place, moves in, and weird shit starts happening almost immediately. There's like a guy in the house. I forget whether he's like a servant or a handyman. He's all like creepy and sweaty. I mean, it does give you a feeling of being like in the South and everything being kind of damp. That's one of the things about these movies is they're often disregarded as trash. At least they used to be.
Yeah.
Much less so now. Fulci's actually gotten mainstream credibility.
Ooh, nice.
That is to say, there was an article in The Guardian, which it's a lefty paper that used to have some integrity, not so much anymore. But they recently printed an article calling him the Antonioni of gore. And basically when Fulci's movies were available, the way most people saw them was they were available on VHS, because in the early days of VHS, video stores weren't really carrying a lot of mainstream Hollywood product. Are you whistling the theme?
No.
No?
Maybe it's haunting in your...
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. It's fucking with my head.
Oliver says is a remake warranted of the Beyond?
Fuck no. There's a comic book sequel coming out, though, Escape from the Beyond.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Steven Romano. I gotta have him on here, man. He's a guy that's doing like all the Fulci comics. And also did a Maniac comic. And the Maniac adaptation is amazing because the art is beautiful from page 1 to the last page. Gorgeous. I mean, they're expensive. They're on the expensive side. Like $25. Well, go check out his site. It's ebonpress.com.
Nice.
Anyway, he just did a comic book adaptation of House by the Cemetery with Vincent Locke, the Dead World artist, and the guy did all the Cannibal Corpse covers. Right? I haven't gotten that yet, and he's doing Maniac 2, Roadkill. And he's doing Escape from the Beyond.
Oh, wow. That's just really pretty cool.
Yes. I read his City of the Living Dead, a.k.a. Gates of Hell comic. Yeah. And it's fantastic. It's, wow, man. It's like he really creates like a mythology that like ties all of these Fulci movies together. Well, it's like it's extremely well done.
Well, like Oliver was saying, do you think that a remake is warranted? Because, like, for me, going into this movie, you could feel that there was an established universe, and it's never, I mean, I guess maybe sometimes it should just stay there. You know what I mean? And you should just kind of maybe live through comics with it or something. But yeah, it's definitely a lot to it.
Because here's the thing: it's like when you see people trying to recreate the magic of the spaghetti western.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, stop, let it go. Okay, let it go. I understand you love that shit. I love that shit too. But you're talking about a very specific place, Italy, right? Or very specific film industry, the Italian film industry, often shooting in Spain.
Spain, yeah.
For the westerns. Here they would do exteriors. In fact, they shot some exteriors for City of the Living Dead / Gates of Hell, not far from my home.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a hotel that you'll see, and like every time I pass it, I'm like, I told you drove by here. You know, and they would shoot in the city. You know, they would shoot in the city. Every Italian zombie movie, of course, has to open up in New York City, as Zombie does, right? And they would shoot fuck film permits. They would just shoot that shit guerrilla style, and then they would go and shoot the interiors at Fulvia Film or Cinecitta's studio in Rome.
Oh.
And you know, that's why, like, you know, you see the legendary "Do Not Entry" sign. That's yeah, keep an eye out for that one, folks. That's like that's definitely a favorite. But even the things that are fucked up and wrong with these movies give them a certain charm.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I like the I don't know, man. I like the some of the gore in here, like the way it was set up. You know what I mean? And he really really tortures you with it. You know,
to where
he like lets it build, and I wouldn't call it suspense, but it's not suspense. It's like he gives it to you like full on torture. You know, where you gotta squirm a little bit. You know.
Oh,
and
yeah. What he does is he grabs you by the hair, right, and takes your face and goes, "Look!"
Right.
Look, motherfucker! This,
yeah.
You know, and just fucking grinds your fucking face into it is what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely. And then like the way the effect, the makeup, you know, and the prosthetics, it's its own beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was awesome.
Excellent.
It was far out. I mean, like, I could see them doing a remake of it, but I don't really like remakes that much. But it's like I could see why, like, there's little things that like I would tweak if I remade it, but I wouldn't remake it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
because it's just
you're never gonna recapture, like I said with the spaghetti westerns. Yeah, that was my point. Was you're never gonna be able to recreate that. Right?
Yeah, never.
It was a time. It was a very specific time, a very specific place, a certain kind of film stock, certain kinds of cameras, everything. I don't doubt that one of these days you're going to have computer filters that you can use that will make your movie look like it was shot.
Yeah, you can still do that. I think they have those now.
It wouldn't surprise me. And that's cool. And you know what? That's cool. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But you're still never going to recreate that atmosphere. And if Italian horror is about anything, it's about atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely, man. It really puts you into the world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's very, very, very creepy.
It's well, the way I always describe it, it's Italian horror, like surrealistic Italian horror, like this, and that's what I would call this. I would call this, you know, there's a lot of surrealism. Yeah, and even the gore itself is very surrealistic.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Fulci's films, and you know, he was one of those journeyman directors. Like, if you were an Italian movie director, you were directing whatever they were making. Right. Before this, Western. He made 3 spaghetti westerns. Right. Silver Saddle, which you can see on Tubi. Silver Saddle, 4 of the Apocalypse, which is a great movie. Not a horror movie, but horrific.
Yeah, check that out.
Oh God, yeah.
Sounds fucking metal as fuck.
Dude, that's
never seen it.
That's some dark shit. Yeah.
I haven't seen like 90% of these movies, so that's why I fucking love it, man. It's like going to school, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm talking about. And people, if you ever discover like a horror connoisseur like me, and they're just like, oh, you've never seen that before? Okay. Right? If they basically talk to you like a Frank Zappa fan, nothing against Frank Zappa, but I can't stand Frank Zappa fans, right? They're just very pretentious. That knowledge, that shit, that don't belong to you. What you do is you share. And you don't browbeat people for not having seen like 300,000 like Italian splatter movies. You just go, oh, this is the good shit. I've sifted through it, so you don't have to. You check this out, check that out. You know, let them know that they're in for a treat. You know, I love the fact that now, because that's I'm sorry, I'm monologuing a lot, but the only way you could get movies like this when I was coming up was on a VHS rip. You'd go to a convention and you'd buy a VHS rip of a Japanese laser disc.
See, like when I was a kid, I wouldn't, you know, and I grew up. I'm 38. You know what I mean? So it's like I would have never been able really to find that shit. You know what I mean? I'm lucky to find Dead Alive at the video store. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I was kind of limited on a lot of the movies I was able to get. You know, so that's why like this Tubi and you know everything. It's like when it's like the music scene like back in the 90s. You know, it was cool. Like you had all the grunge and stuff, but then there was all this metal going on. You know what I mean? Metal. That I never even knew about in Europe. You know what I mean? The whole Florida death metal scene, all the melodic death metal scene in Europe. And then I discovered that in late 2000s. So I discovered it 10 years later. And that's like how I got into more different styles of metal and stuff. So like with this right here, we got this Tubi streaming. I'm seeing all these new horror movies I didn't even know about. You know what I mean? So it's like, and you're probably like, you fucking motherfucker. You're probably envious of me. You know what I mean?
Goddamn right I am. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
While we're at it, so. Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
No, what I do is I'll tell you, like my friend Chris, I'm just like, you motherfuckers are so lucky. You know? But here's the thing, man. I'm around for it. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm if anything, I'm grateful. And so this is streaming on Tubi.
Yeah.
Which before, like I said, I was watching the shit on VHS, a rip of a Japanese laser disc with hard-coded Japanese subtitles.
Wow.
It's the only way you could find this, The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, Dr. Jekyll and His Women, just a lot of, a lot of stuff was Cannibal Apocalypse. Now you can get that shit. And I should, this is something I should mention also about Fulci. That's actually really important.
Mm-hmm.
When his movies came out on video, they were in every video store.
Oh, really?
Because the video stores at that time weren't carrying a lot of mainstream Hollywood product, because Hollywood was still at that stage where they were like, we can't like release movies on VHS. People will stop going to the movies.
It's true, man. Absolutely.
And so it was a trickle. Like you could get Apocalypse Now, but if you wanted to buy it, it was $100.
Oh, really? That's cheap.
Alien came out, but it was on a videotape that was copy protected, and the copy protection made it impossible to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Right?
That sucks.
Yeah. Horrible. So these little mom and pop video stores, they had to stack their shelves with something.
Right. That and porn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
porn's what kept them alive, dude.
Let's keep it real. All technology is driven by porn. You're not talking the internet is for porn, right?
Yeah.
The VCR was for porn.
Yeah.
It was a device that you bought to watch pornography in your home.
Mm-hmm.
It really was, right? And so you could get the two main things that you had on video, and of course that were selling like hotcakes, stuff that you couldn't see in the normal theaters, stuff that you weren't going to see on TV, horror and porn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Forbidden stuff.
Yeah.
And Fulci was, I dismissed him like as a hack. To me, he was that kid in the lunchroom that would open his mouth to show you his chewed up food. Right?
Yeah.
Except, of course, Fulci would be like,
all up in there, huh?
up in there in front of one. Just lingering. Okay, I thought I fogged up my camera. But the movies were very muddy looking, pan and scan. They look like shit.
Yeah.
And when I was that age, I wasn't really that much of a gore hound yet. Like I was a little, I'll say I was a horror snob when I was a kid, right? Which is odd. It's like the older I get, the less mature I become.
The funner you have.
Well, you learn to loosen up and you
Yeah.
learn to take shit less seriously. When you're a kid, you're so, at least I was just so serious about everything.
Yeah.
And so 99, 2000 rolls around, DVD comes out. DVD for its first year or so was a collector's medium. That's to say, you had, it wasn't like everybody had a DVD player. And so, like, for instance, if you had Netflix, they would, send you discs, and they had literally every movie that was on DVD.
Oh, Netflix? Yeah. Man,
Right?
I used to have Netflix and the mail away, man. They still had a lot of shit on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like now, if you want to try to find cult shit on there, you're not.
They'll have nothing.
Nothing.
I was trying to find just horror Dracula, and they just got that now on HBO Max. I've been watching that like every night, but I keep falling asleep.
That's a good movie to fall asleep to.
Yeah,
I got movies like that. The Fog is a good one. Like that doesn't mean that it's a boring movie. There's just something comforting about. About Hammer.
I'm just trying to get through it, but I'm just putting it on too late. But I like want to watch it before they take it off or something, you know.
Oh well, the ones you got to see, Dracula, Prince of Darkness. They did this is the trifecta, yo. Dracula, Prince of Darkness. Dracula Has Risen from the Grave.
Horror Dracula.
And Taste the Blood of Dracula. Those three movies, which were all in a row.
Yeah.
That's the core of the franchise. Those are the best Hammer Dracula movies.
I love his like Castle, and then like Horror Dracula's got more of like the Bram Stoker influence in it a little bit more, I think, than all of them.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have the mustache except in a Jess Franco movie, which you can also see on Tubi, called Count Dracula. In that he actually looks, that has Christopher Lee in it with the mustache, looking like exactly
straight up Count Dracula from the novel.
Straight up Count Dracula from the novel.
I've been wanting to watch that too. I haven't. That one's on the list too.
Yeah, that's and it's got Klaus Kinski as Renfield, which is
damn,
amazing.
dude. I want to watch that one.
Yeah, it's worth watching. Franco is an interesting filmmaker, by the way. I'm sorry, you got to show.
Ooh, badass. that's sweet, dude. He's so fucking tall, bro. Like when you're watching the movie. He's got an appearance about him, dude. You know what I mean? Authority. And he's got that world weary like weight that's like organic in the character from. I mean, obviously, the dude's a fucking metal spy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taking out Nazis and shit and doing death metal like before he died.
Yeah.
Fool is badass, dude.
Yeah. He was. Yeah. No, I actually missed my chance to meet him personally.
Oh man. I would have liked to.
At a book signing, because like some bitch had like played mind tricks with mind games with me with my innocent heart.
It happens to the best of us, Brian.
I know.
Sometimes
everybody plays the fool. No exceptions to the rule, right? But like that happened, and they had run out of books.
Oh wow!
And so people were just grabbing anything Christopher Lee related that they could find.
Right.
Rated the DVD section and everything. And so I used that as an excuse not to like meet Christopher Lee.
Oh.
But I was hanging off. This was in the Virgin Megastore in Manhattan, right? What I did was I was pretending to browse the shelves as close as possible to him, of course, where he was on this dais and signing books. by all, from and I was like, trying to get close enough to listen to him talking to the fans. He was a sweetheart to the fans.
Yeah, I hear he's a pretty nice guy.
Really nice guy. This was
Yeah.
one goth chick just started crying. And he like took her hand and was like, there, it's, I'm just an old man. don't be intimidated by me, But yeah, so I could say I was within like about 10 meters of Christopher
Hey, that's
Lee.
cool, man. That's cool. At least you got to like,
Yeah.
see him.
But
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. See him in person and shit.
Yeah, and I look back on that, and then I look at how I am now, where I'll just walk up to people.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck now.
start,
I used to be scared too, probably when I was younger.
Right.
But I've seen a lot of celebrities in my life, I guess, and it doesn't faze me really,
But it phases you. It's got to phase you if it's somebody that was a celebrity when you were a child.
Yeah, maybe.
And
possibly.
Especially for me, Christopher fucking Lee.
If it was like one of my favorite actors, I might kind of get a little, but I haven't seen any of my like favorites, But if I did, I'd probably be like, ooh, okay.
Dude. Barbara Steele. Right? She was cool, but and I was pretty cool. She was just like, signing autographs and everything. And I was like, oh, can you make it like to Brian? Right? And she looked at me a little bit, and I was like, yeah, this is not going on eBay, sugar. This is going on my wall. Because they're used to like
used to the sellers. Yeah.
Right? That's what they're there for. So when they meet like an actual fan, it's almost like, oh really, right?
Yeah.
And so I try putting my Mac on her a little bit. I'm just like, oh, I heard that you've been married. That you got married. I was so disappointed. And she was like, where did you hear that? And she has her head down and she said, where did you hear that? It's nonsense. I was like, oh, I heard that on the internet. And of course, naturally, I believe everything I read on the internet. And she looks up at me and smiles. And I see these fucking cat eyes. And I was like, starstruck, because she was like the female equivalent of Christopher Lee or Peter Cushing or any of these other cats. I mean, it was just like,
yeah, it's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, because like when I was a little boy, I used to watch her, in Black Sunday and Pit and the Pendulum and shit like that, So yeah, but actually, how far are we in? Oh, well, almost about 40 minutes. I'll be. I'm gonna actually try and show a clip. Let me see if I could do the old.
A little taste.
A little teaser. Unfortunately, we can't play video clips. That's verboten.
You know what I noticed about the movie too? A lot of characters always go for the eyes, right? And that's because it's the window to the soul, right?
Yeah.
And so he was breaking down that soul barrier. Maybe that's what he was thinking.
I think it's just more because it makes people cringe. Because Stephen King talks about this.
Oh, really?
He says, yeah, it's just like. The thing about eyeballs is they're squishy.
Yeah, and it's just right there.
Yeah, no, it's like horror. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to imagine something more horrible, right?
Yeah. And
and Stephen King, of course, said, if I can horrify, I'll horrify. That's my plan. If I can't, my plan is to terrify you. If I can't terrify you, I'll horrify you. If I can't horrify you, I'll go for the gross out. And
go for the gross.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was definitely Fulci's MO. He definitely, I think what we have with him is
yeah, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, poor Joe.
Then that sewer or the basement in there was creepy as all get out, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you have like the wall that's falling away. There's something
It's
a little bit Lovecraftian about that, you know, the
the
very
sludge.
evil.
The black
Yeah.
sludge dripping from it, and you don't know, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
You just don't.
Yeah, and like, what's on the other side? Horror is what's on the other side.
Yeah, and I didn't expect it to end that way. You know what I mean? It had a great ending.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I wasn't saying anything of particular consequence. By the way, should we give away the ending? I don't think we necessarily. I don't know if we should or not.
I don't either.
All right, here we're looking at our director Lucio Fulci on the left, doing a little bit of a Alfred Hitchcock. He would put himself in his own movies and little cameos. And let's see, what else have we got?
This scene was brutal right here, man.
And Go ahead.
I was saying the tarantulas. You know what I mean? Like, just you never seen a tarantula bite like you have in this one.
No, definitely not.
He gave him some oomph.
Yes, and how like the mechanical ones are worked in with the real ones.
Yeah, so it could kind of throw the eye off. And I was like thinking like, oh, look at that, look at this. I'm like, look what he's doing. And then the ones that are biting, but they put the live action ones on him too. You know what I mean, with the fake ones, and it was a good marriage.
Yeah, it's wow. That's a gnarly scene. Yeah,
that's probably the most gnarly scene in the movie. I think one of them for sure.
Yeah,
it's up there.
Sure. Oh well, I actually.
Or the dog. The dog one was pretty brutal.
The dog is gnarly, but the gnarliest is, you know what? I'm actually gonna see if I can share this, because here's the thing, folks. We can't show you like clips from videos from like YouTube or anything like that. We can't even show movie trailers. Like, I would love to show the trailer for this.
Right.
We'll get the broadcast will get cut off.
Yeah, I definitely recommend the movie, man. If anyone watching hasn't seen it, it's fun. Just like last week too. It was a fun movie, and it was creepy as fuck. Like it led me thinking about that before you go. If you watch it right before you go to sleep, you'll be thinking of the ending a little bit and what's going on in there. And he builds a pretty good world, a pretty good universe. That's like, I don't know. He just did a really good job building that, that Southern Gothic horrific movie universe. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it really like that. The only thing like to me that kind of reminded me of that, which is nothing like it whatsoever, that kind of got you into the Louisiana, was kind of Interview with the Vampire a little bit,
Yes, very much so. Yeah. And but of course, that had like a really big budget.
Yeah.
And was used very, very well. When I found out that Neil Jordan was directing that joint, I was really ecstatic because he did a movie called The Company of Wolves.
Oh, okay, I've heard of that. I haven't seen it though. It's pretty good.
It looks like it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I think. I think it's like a must see. It's very much art house horror. It's like this girl's dream, this pubescent girl's dream. It's a little bit works in like some Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, okay.
Right, which is maybe the most Freudian of all of the Grimm's fairy tales, right?
Yeah.
And so you've got this young girl. You suspect she's starting to maybe she's about to have her first period. She takes a nap, and we go into her dream. And then within the dream, there are stories.
Oh, okay.
And then there are stories within the dream, and it's like you get sort of lost in this labyrinth.
Oh wow!
And it's brilliant, and it looks gorgeous. It looks like a Hammer movie.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. So he recreated that look very well.
Nice.
And so when I heard that he was doing Interview with the Vampire, I was like, oh hell yes. And it turned out really good. Tom Cruise, not my choice for Lestat, but that's not even really Lestat's story anyway. It's Louis' story, and but he's still not a bad actor.
No, I don't think so. I thought it was a solid movie, and I think it's one of those best vampire movies personally.
I do too.
Good movie.
Yeah, brilliant. I don't know. Oh God, what they aren't. I think they're planning a like a mini series version. I think it's just like
Oh,
I don't want them to I don't want them to fuck with anything that I'm into for like the next 3 years. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say the next 10 years, bro.
Oh no, don't worry.
No.
This woke shit's not gonna last that much longer, dude. It's got
You know,
it's got 3 years max.
you think so?
I've been through this shit before, dude. I've been through this shit in the '90s, right? There's that scene in South Park, right, with PC Principal, right, or the PC frat boys.
I didn't see that one.
The social justice episode. You didn't see that one?
No,
Social justice, right? And there are these farmers who are hanging out, and they're like, "So, like, what's this? Oh, it's like political correctness is back. How long did that last time? About 10 years. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope so, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's
It's kind of started in 2015, so yeah, we'll see.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, this is the gnarliest moment from the Beyond. That's Schweik, the warlock painter. That's Catriona McCall in the back. We got the Ultra Chad, David Warbeck, with the Magnum and the Wild Turkey in his desk. Booyakasha!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty brutal, man. She had the eyes going,
Yeah, that's the most brutal.
Yeah,
part of
that was
movie.
definitely pretty brutal. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Oh my God,
that lady, you never really know, you never really know like where she came from either. The one with the dog, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
the
she
blind
just kind of
girl. Yeah.
I mean, they talk about her living like by the beach or whatever, or in the house down the street or something like that. I don't remember.
But that's not where she's from. She's from hell.
Yeah, she is, right?
Yeah, without a doubt.
And she just showed up too, like on that bridge, that highway bridge that's in the Keys or down there in the south, right?
Yep.
Just picks her up.
Yep. Yeah, I wanted to show that shot actually, which I should be able to do because it's really quite extraordinary, and it shows you what a beautifully shot movie this is.
Yeah, it's got some nice cinematography in it.
Well, like I said, that's one of the things that fucks with you with these movies is the fact that they're actually like really well made.
It's like, you motherfucker. The people that don't like it, like that shot right there, yeah. And it's a void, right?
Exactly. It's a void over a void.
Yeah, so it's like that's that could be another gateway, just somewhere in the middle of there, on that road.
Yeah. I think that this is a bridge somewhere in Florida, possibly.
Yeah, I think it's in the Keys, dude. I could have sworn it was.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Fits perfectly in the movie, though.
Oh my God. And what the fuck?
Hey, she was kind of just like, fuck these motherfuckers. She just like, they need to get back to fucking work already and fix my hotel. I don't know what's up with these motherfuckers, but she's saying something like that. She was having a drink with some jazz with the doctor, you know what I mean? In town.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. She said something along those lines, they just need to fix my house already. They need to fix my hotel.
Yeah, which is understandable. I mean, she comes off a little bit entitled, a little bit of a biatch, but then she seems to soften over the course of the film somewhat.
Oh yeah, somewhat.
And Catriona McCall, Fulci was a misogynist. Everybody who knew him said that. He had some bad experiences. He had a really horrible experience. His wife left him for a younger man, a real handsome actor. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you down now, people. And so she left Fulci for this actor. The actor dumped her. She wanted to come back. Fulci was like, commenced to stepping, like as you know, like a real man should, and she killed herself.
Oh, damn, tough.
And evidently, like that was the thing that like that turned him into like a woman hater. That girl, for instance, that's not a girl, that's a grown woman that looks like a girl. Fulci like fucked with her, like was like bullying her, I think, to the point of tears.
Oh wow.
He tried that shit with Catriona MacColl, and she wasn't having it. And went nose to nose, you know, was just like stood her ground. It was just like, I'm not taking your bullshit, little man.
Yeah, fuck
you know. Fuck you,
yeah.
Right? And so he was just like, okay, I like this chick, right?
Yeah,
and so
she's good.
They ended up doing, They ended up doing 3 movies together.
She became his Kurt Russell,
huh? Yeah.
His Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, and then of course you have the Uber Chad David Warbeck. One of the things that is that you can't get from the streaming video, that which is why I recommend this, is you've got to watch this movie with the audio commentary.
Oh, okay.
Because it's David Warbeck. It was taken, I think, from the Japanese Laserdisc originally, right? David Warbeck and Catriona MacColl, and both, you know, sitting down watching this movie. He just taken her out to lunch. He was just like, "That was good, wasn't it?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, it was awesome," et cetera, right? I think he was living in Rome at the time, and he is drunk as fuck. Loaded, and is snapping on everybody except for her. And I'm talking like he even snaps on himself, because like Warbeck was like one of those dudes that was like a poor man's actor. Like he was he could be the poor man's Roger Moore. He could be the poor man's Clint Eastwood. He could be, here he's being like sort of like the poor man's Jack Nicholson. He was a male model who became an actor. Although he was in the flashback sequences in Leone's docusucker. Anyway, when you're listening to this thing, it's just like, I'm looking for that picture of Al Cliver. Cleaver. He's an incredibly stupid actor, and he tells you when you meet him. That this is like the commentary. And he tells you when you meet him. He says, "Hi, I'm Al Cliver, and I'm incredibly stupid." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Well, because I shagged the producer's wife last night." And I was like, "Why'd you do that?" And he said, "Well, it seemed like the best way to shut her up."
Oh man.
Yeah, and the whole commentary is like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then they came to find out he was dying of cancer.
Oh wow, that sucks.
And so he was like, you know, popping, you know, painkillers and washing them back with
for
scotch.
Sure. Absolutely, yeah.
Right. So like that's why he was loaded.
He didn't give a fuck either. Yeah.
He gave zero fucks. Fucks. I mean, like I said, that's why I call him an ultra Chad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and in the movie, he had a line that's we've probably heard it in a million horror movies, but the way that he said it and the way that they wrote it, it's in the end when they're in the morgue, and he's like, I don't believe this shit. He's like, it has to be grounded in the roots of science or something.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And there's all these fucking zombies everywhere, and all this fucked up shit's happening. He's like, I'm a doctor. I don't believe this. I'm gonna call the FBI.
believes in the rational world.
Yeah, that's what he said. And we hear that in every fucking horror movie, but I don't know, it was just the way that they delivered it in that movie. I thought it was kind of funny, but it was pretty badass too in a way.
Yeah.
And he's just blasting those motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Oh yes. He
had like infinite bullets. It was like a video game kind of. It was fun though, because you're just like just taking them out, you know?
And it
kind of gave that ending a little bit of a little bit of a boost too, you know?
Yeah, no, it absolutely did. And these are Fulci zombies that we're talking about. So they sort of shamble around like sleepwalkers. They don't open their eyes. Because right, you would say these are the same zombies that are in Zombie.
Yeah, I would think
right?
so.
Yeah. And although not the same as the zombies in City of the Living Dead, aka The Gates of Hell, because those zombies can teleport.
Oh shit!
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, you're in for a treat, my friend. You're in for a treat. What up, Greg? Just want to say, acknowledge everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. What up, Frog G? The G. Greg, what up? Billy Jacobs, and let me see who else is in here. Oh, you're in here too. And Ollie, Preston, hey dudes. If you couldn't make it tonight, that's okay. We're just starting the show. This is the second episode. We're gonna do more, and we've done almost an hour. So now that means I can cease to give a fuck, and I can actually start playing some clips from the movie. Let's see. Gotta make sure this is with the audio commentary.
J Dollar.
J Dog? J Dog in the house?
Yeah.
What up, J Dog? All right. I'm sorry, folks. Bear with me a sec. I want to make sure that this is the. All right. Yeah, I got it. Oh yeah, check this out. All right, because now zero fucks are given. I can share my screen, and yes, this is taken from the Blu-ray, which came out from Anchor Bay. Yeah, it's old Anchor Bay days. Anchor Bay was like the poor man's Criterion, and yeah, you know, once his movie, I've been all over the place tonight. I apologize.
It's the Funhouse, yo.
You know, I know. That's the point. I get it. But yeah, once Fulci's movies were suddenly appeared on on DVD, his reputation went from like down here to like up here.
Oh wow!
Like overnight, and it brought DVD about power. Yeah. And it was because the movie was just like, oh, like this is a completely different experience.
And Evil Dead, they did that too. I mean, it was already big, but you know.
Yeah. But you know, these were, you know, like I said, these the movies were just butchered. They had you know, you're talking about like Tenebrae, for instance, had like about 15 minutes removed. It was actually incoherent. Right, it was released here as like Unsane, and you know, then you started getting these like beautiful, struck from the original negative, unedited, you know, stereo sound. Oh, it's like got you totally friggin' spoiled. Okay, let me.
It was crazy when they got the chains to Homeboy in the beginning of the movie. I was like, damn, it made me think about Spawn, like if they had like a legit Spawn or like Lobo movie, you know. Because I never seen like them do that with chains in a movie, like gore like that. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh shit, they're fucking boy up with those chains. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well, you know, that's actually sort of taken from a scene in one of Fulci's earlier movies.
Oh shit!
Which is a giallo that he did called "Don't Torture a Duckling."
Damn. And
in that, it's a scene where this woman, because it's about child murders. Right. So it's disturbing just to begin with. Right. There's somebody who's going around murdering children in this rural Italian village.
Yeah.
It's one of his best movies. It really is. And not really a very gory movie, but there's a scene where the people in the town are like, it's got to be that witch over there. So they
easy target.
They grab her and they just beat her with the fucking chains.
Damn.
And in that, it's just as gory, but it's used for like a dramatic effect.
Yeah, definitely.
It's highly recommended. Anybody who hasn't seen that, definitely check that out if you get the chance. All right, check this out. This is the Beyond. Lucio Fulci's The Beyond with the audio commentary with the Alpha Chad, David Warbeck, and Catriona McCall. Listen to how fucking hammered he is here. Can you hear it?
No,
No, no sound.
no sound.
No sound. Wait, if I'm shit. Wait, hold on. There's a dear old Al Cliver. Yeah, god damn it.
Oh, Oliver's in the green room.
Oh, what up, Ollie? Hold on a sec. I'm still having technical problems. Damn, I was hoping. Yeah, oh god. Yeah, there's Al Cliver on the screen. Al Cliver. Crazy stupid actor. And it tells you when you need him. Hi, I'm Al Cliver, and I'm incredibly stupid. What up, Ollie?
What's up?
Not much,
How's it
man.
going?
What's happening?
Hey, man.
It's going. Did you watch the movie?
I watched it a long ass time ago, but I love that movie, by the way. It's one of my favorite Lucio Fulci flicks.
Is it great?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was scary, dude. It's a pretty fucking scary movie.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, I had to watch it when I was a grown-up.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
the thing.
Dude, have you talked about the ending yet? Are you getting there? No, dude.
Because I've been debating that. We have talked about the ending. We just haven't explained the ending.
Jesus,
I was telling him how like I went to see this like with my goth girlfriend in like 1999 and in this at the strenuously trendy Angelica film center, right? Because they were Quentin Tarantino and Sage Stallone were touring with the movie, right? And so their first, like one of their stops was New York City. So bam, I'm gonna be there. And the audience was like no horror fans. It was just like hipsters, right?
Wow.
And so they were kind of like watching the movie, mocking it, and then you got to that ending, and you could hear a fucking pin drop. And I was just like, "There it is, bitches.
Take that, you
There it
fucking
is.
pretentious bastards."
Yeah, because here's one thing you do not expect in a Fulci movie. You do not necessarily expect the sublime.
Yeah.
And that ending is sublime.
It reminded me of like Dante's Inferno or even the game, like because it was like a video game Dante's Inferno, but it's also like the actual story, you know. But there's things like that in there where it's just like a void of, you know, it just makes you feel like what the
Utter
fuck.
despair.
Like I don't want to be there.
Utter
Give me the
despair.
fuck.
Yeah.
Give me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's a completely original vision of hell. Like you've never seen a hell that looks like that before, right?
Yeah.
Little factoid. You see like these bodies that look like they're sort of like lying there cocooned,
Yeah.
right? Those were transients like and alcoholics that they had picked up off the street.
Oh damn.
So they're
That shit's
lying
fucked
there. They're
Dude.
lying there. They're in the makeup, and they start like going through fucking the shakes.
You can see it, motherfuckers. Some of them are moving too.
Well, because what happened was they started going through the shakes. So they're like, okay, somebody get a fucking bottle. And they had a guy. This is somebody. Like, imagine this is your fucking job, right? You're going around and pouring some fucking
funnel
down each one of these motherfucking.
Did they use a funnel at least?
I don't know.
Oh my god,
I
dude!
don't know. You know,
Boozing them up, dude.
Here's your medicine. All right. Yeah.
Hey, dude. And you know he was filming it like right as they started doing that, just so there's just like a little twitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it looks even because they look like they're stone dead, you know. But then there's that little, you know, damn, that's creepy. That's even like that brings more. That's even I didn't even know that.
I mean, if it's unintentional, it's creepy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I always maintain, you know, and this is also a point of contention I have with like the SJWs, right? They're very into intention. What's the intention of the artist? I can give a rat's ass what the intention of the artist is.
Yeah.
Don't trust the teller, you trust the tale.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's like whether something is intentional or not, it doesn't fucking matter, right? The work is still the work. It's out there. It's its own thing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Right?
But I think it makes it even more interesting for me,
Yes.
though. It's just like, because I like the behind the scenes shit, and it
I
kind
do
of
too.
makes it a little bit more creepier too, a little bit,
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
like real shit, and those motherfuckers are in hell, and they're in hell now, and they've been in hell since the dawn of time. Do you know what I'm talking?
Yeah, man, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
That's why I'm saying that. So it was like, damn, he straight
Real
up got
life,
people in. He got people in hell and put them in
Put
that
them
void.
yeah. It's seriously, dude, no joke, man. Yeah, that's horrible. I'm lucky. I don't have like the alcoholic gene. I don't seem to have like the addict gene because I self-medicated with the best of them.
The bud gene.
And no, I mean, I still have a little, a little bit of the ganj, but it's, that's it's medicine, damn it, it's medicine.
Oh yeah, it's a special plant, right?
Yeah, but like heavy duty, like like alcohol addiction, drug addiction. Yeah, that's hell. And I've lost so many friends, and I've just seen friends in that place. And also in my counseling work, when working in the mental health field, it's like you're dealing with people with mental illness and addiction issues. It's like you have to deal with the addiction issue first.
Yeah.
In order, right? Because like all the drugs and the alcohol, that just creates more layers of sludge that you have to fucking dig through just to fucking get to the root of the problem, and that's when you can start getting better, hopefully. Greg said something I want to share. Yeah, sorry, Greg. I don't think I've been ignoring you or anything like that. Stupid awesome news. I'm in pre-production for Rodney Norman's comedy movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Rock and roll, dude.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Solid, man. Way to go, Greg. So it says Hellraiser did the chains first. No.
But they had the hooks. They had the hooks, right?
They had the hooks, the fish hooks. Yes.
Because this was just like brute, like force, like
thrashed.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I've never seen it like that. You know what I mean? And it made me think of like what they could do with Spawn. Like I know Spawn's horror, but it's like,
man, yeah,
it's cool.
Once again, it's like I hope like the new Red Sonja movie. I hope that doesn't happen. The new Conan series. I hope that doesn't happen. The Solomon Kane thing. I hope that doesn't happen.
Me too, man. I really don't want them to happen because they're just gonna muck them up. I don't want any Lord of the Rings, any Tolkien stuff to happen.
Nothing.
I don't want none of it.
None of it.
It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. So, I know, dude.
But hey, we got all these old horror movies to watch.
Of course, we got the old stuff.
I haven't seen
good.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I don't need the new shit.
Yep.
It's the same way. It's like the LCS, or as Greg would call it, the local nerd church. They just sell back issues now.
Yeah.
Dude, how many old horror movies haven't we watched yet, man?
Oh, so many. Like I was on Tubi the other night, and I was just like,
yeah,
because it was literally like hundreds, and I couldn't stop, and I never went back and finished.
Yes, and then you have to go into the Mexican horror movies, the Spanish horror movies.
Oh, I love the Spanish horror
movies. The Asian horror movies.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, dude. See, that's the other thing, man. There are it drives me crazy when I have like have friends and all they'll watch is new shit and like American shit. Yeah. And I'm like,
no.
Like, where do you think the shit that you like came from? You think all those motherfuckers didn't watch any of that shit?
Exactly.
That's where they get their ideas and their inspiration. Trust me.
Yes. Why do you think horror movies for a while, like after Saw, all had that like that sickly green lighting? It was because they got it from the Japanese movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
I hate that era of cinema. By the way, that
I do too.
That they use that color grading that washed out or sepia tone. I mean,
it got kind of old. They're doing on a lot of movies.
That's why I can't stand watching 28 Days Later, because it has that feeling to it. Like
28 Days Later.
No. It has that digital film.
Yeah, it was the first movie shot on digital.
Yeah, and I don't like it, man. I can't stand it, man. I love the movie, but
Yeah.
I don't like the look of it, man.
Right. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that-
No, that's definitely valid. It was definitely a bold move
Yes.
on Denny Boyle's part. I think it works really great in some sections and not quite as well in others.
Yeah.
But it's that's still just maybe the best horror movie of its decade. Certainly one of them.
Brian, answer me this: Are those zombies or infected people from 20 Days Later?
They're the infected.
Okay, yeah.
Zombies are the Walking Dead. Those are living people.
Yes.
They're not zombies. They're zombie-like because they're mindless.
Mm.
Right? But they're not zombies. Also, in Nightmare City,
Yes, I was gonna ask that.
they're not zombies. They're human beings that have been transformed into by radiation or toxic waste or whatever it is into vampires.
They're infected people.
Infected people, yeah, exactly. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I remember one of my friends, when 28 Days Later came out, he was joking. It was like, it's just a shitty ripoff of Nightmare City. But but yeah, that's another great one.
Who directed Nightmare City?
Umberto Lenzi.
Oh, I don't know if you saw Tarantino's interview. He was quoting Umberto Lenzi.
Yeah.
That, that's a great zombie movie. It's not zombies; they're infected people.
Yeah.
They're not dead. They're infected people.
Or my favorite was when Ruggiero Deodato. He was asked, is there going to be a cannibal apocalypse? Is there going to be a Cannibal Holocaust 2? Are you going to do a Cannibal Holocaust 2? What up? And he was like, no more cannibal. No more cannibal. It's enough.
I mean, you're not going to capture the same magic you did as the first movie.
No.
All the controversy behind it. You're not going to do that for the second one. No, it's done.
No. Yeah. And the whole cannibal thing, it was just like he said, it's like it's enough. There's enough of those fucking movies.
Did you like Green Inferno, by the way?
I refuse to watch it.
Oh man.
I thought it was pretty good. It was good.
No, it's stick with Cannibal Holocaust.
Okay.
Honestly,
yeah. I'm not an Eli Roth fan.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like that guy.
Although I don't like that guy, although I don't quite say fuck him the way that I do Rob Zombie. like Rob Zombie, I'm just like, yeah, fuck that guy, right?
I just watch everything.
No, it's good, man. It's good, Matt. I mean,
that's fine. That's totally cool.
That's kick ass because you have an open mind to watch everything.
Yes. Oh yeah. I
like Rob Zombie movies too.
No, Matt, kick him.
I'm sorry. Most horror people don't like them.
No. Well, here's the thing. There's no accounting for taste, and the more stuff that's out there, the better. We're going through a horror boom. We've been going through a horror boom for a while now. There's such a glut of material. We're only going to know what's worth watching maybe 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Right? When the cream is going to rise. Because there are movies I've seen that I think are really terrific. Final Prayer, Savage Land, that nobody's seen, nobody's heard of. Dead Girl, I think is a terrific contemporary horror movie. Those are movies that are going to be discovered, and there are movies that I haven't seen that we haven't seen. 10 years from now, we're going to find out are like the shit.
Are you guys going to watch Halloween Kills?
I mean,
I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
It's like a fun movie for some popcorn, good slasher to go see in the theater. You know what I mean? Since we don't get them that much,
I like the last one, but the last one was alright.
That was alright.
Oh, you know what I really enjoyed? I really enjoyed Malignant.
Yeah.
I did. Hey, wasn't that a Batman supervillain movie?
Yes.
It was Basket Case. The remake.
You gave away the big
secret. I'm sorry.
Right.
Because this is one. Malignant is a movie, people, that if you just mentioned another horror movie from the 80s,
I remember that movie.
Twist.
I mean, seriously, have they watched Basket Case, Brian? Has anybody watched it?
Or The Dark Half.
Yeah,
I've seen both of those, like parts of both of those actually, but I know
both
you know I
great.
don't. Yeah,
They're both really good, but what James Wan does in this is he goes like full Sam Raimi with it.
and it's epic too. All the
It's
sets.
epic.
but
Remember I was
was it
telling you he was playing Arkham City for the sets in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and the set pieces
That's what I
are
was talking about.
spectacular.
But was it
Yeah.
intentional, Brian? Matt?
What was that?
Was it intentional how he did it like that?
Yes.
I
Isn't
think
he the-
everything was intentional with him.
Everything
Yeah,
was intentional.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I, 'cause I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I only seen his Saw movies or Saw. How many did he do?
Well, he created
Well,
this. He did the first one and created
Yeah.
the Saw universe, and then he did the Collector universe, which is supposed to be the origin for Jigsaw, but they never.
Okay.
And he also did the Conjuring universe and the
Yeah.
Insidious universe,
But
and then he has his side movies too.
And
Like,
Aquaman.
yeah,
Is he like a straightforward movie director, like serious, or
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
After Aquaman, he could do anything he wanted.
Yeah. that's what he
Okay.
wants to do.
That
He wants to do a
movie made
Batman
like a-
horror movie.
$1 billion. That movie made like
Yeah, it made $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like thinking that okay, he's like this kind of director, but now that he has his chance to do anything he wants, so
I'm
he
gonna do
just-
what I want.
He's gonna do
okay,
horror
okay.
movies.
So
He
it
wanted to
is
make
intentional,
Castlevania for a while. That was Castlevania was the big one he was trying to do.
Now he can make that
Oh
happen.
shit! But
Did you guys see The Nun?
No.
Yes.
So that had like a big Castlevania influence on it, and
really?
and Hammer too. It had a little bit of
okay.
Hammer in there. It's
It was-
okay.
It
Could have been a
lot-
lot better, but I liked it a lot too.
I'm gonna
was-
go watch it then.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like to get. It reminded me of Castlevania, and they had this whole could have made a whole franchise of this one scene with these Templar Knights. And I was just like,
Yes.
oh, this shit's bad.
Oh, cool.
But it could have been better too. It could have been like one of the best horror movies ever made because the
Well,
whole that non-concept's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it is. But it was still 100 times better than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh,
I went in
yeah.
with very low
You're
expectations.
like, fuck this shit.
Honestly, I wasn't even gonna watch it. One
That's
of
how
my
I go into every
clients-
movie,
Well,
especially horror movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because part of being a horror fan means having to sift through a lot of shit.
Yes.
Because it's either really creamy or really bitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how they are.
But sometimes you find that diamond in the rough, and sometimes it's like panning for gold,
Yeah, exactly.
right? You have to sort through a lot of fucking debris and shit just to get to that nugget. And sometimes that nugget is a movie. Sometimes that nugget is a scene.
Yeah,
in a movie.
yeah. No, I get you.
Right?
Yeah,
That
definitely.
sometimes
Dude.
there's a movie that's not even that's not even good. That's really kind of crappy, but it'll have a moment that's sublime.
Yeah. Or
And-
dude, I might like just a scene, a set in a movie. Oh, I like that movie because the set, or I like that costume in that movie,
Right.
or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I might not
right,
go back and rewatch it or something.
Right.
But I was gonna say Dead Silence, dude. Oliver, if you haven't seen that by James Wan, that's a really good horror movie
Dead Silence
I think
was-
Italian
with the
stuff.
dolls. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
could
that's
tell,
Jam-
dude. Even Insidious reminded
Oh,
Insidious reminded me of what we watched, the Beyond. I don't want to
A
spoil
little
it, but
bit. Yeah.
when
Oh
they
my
go
God.
inside,
It's the one with
Yeah.
the ventriloquist dummy, right?
Yes.
yeah,
Dead Silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mary
kind of
Shaw.
hate that genre of movies.
Oh, it's not really. That's not a ventriloquist movie, though. There's this woman that this old the ghost of this one that rips.
Yeah.
Like-
There's a lot of elements because he
Movie's
puts a
been
lot of
out for
elements.
15 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Spoilers,
I just
motherfuckers.
spoiled the latest movie, so it's
This one's
okay.
badass. This one's awesome, dude.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's really good, dude. Check it out because his movies usually have 2 or 3 turns. They keep turning. You know what I mean? Even
Mhm.
for the most part, I would say so. I have it. I have it on DVD. Donnie Wahlberg's in it, but it's about the dolls, dude, and she fucking it's decent. Check it out.
Yeah. I think it's okay. I'm not as enthusiastic about it as Matt is, but Malignant, I really got a kick out of. I really got a kick out.
For me, the movie picked up right with where the monster was revealed.
The monster's
Yeah.
fantastic.
After that,
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa, shit!"
The
That
monster's
jail scene and the
fantastic.
action in there. I mean, the action. It didn't need the
It's
action.
so good.
It didn't need the action, but it was
No.
fucking awesome.
The
It was
badass.
pretty awesome.
It just made it even fucking tighter. That's why I was like,
Yes.
oh, this is like a fucking badass Batman villain. And he says, I want to do a horror. I want to do a horror Batman movie. And I'm like, fuck, dude, they should fucking give that motherfucker Batman, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, that Matt Reeves movie looks pretty gothic and cool and Fincher-esque, which I think is what Batman should have always been. So I want to watch it. And they got some tokens in there, but Juan, I think he would have been the perfect fit for Batman, dude. After seeing all the little shit he could do, he's got a lot of different stuff under his belt.
Maybe he could do a Batfleck movie. You know,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, after the success of Aquaman,
well, now they have all these different Batman universes.
That.
They got Keaton and Keaton and Clune, or not
on the
Clooney.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, they're both going to be in there, and then you have Pattinson. So there's already like 3 different Batman universes that WB's cool with. You know.
All I'm saying is for the Flash movie, since it's going to be a Flashpoint paradox.
Yeah.
Is I'm hoping we get who's the guy that played Thomas Wayne? It's
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah, he'd be perfect for Thomas Wayne's Batman.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne Batman.
Dude, you know what, bro? I'd rather see that more than the other 2 motherfuckers, the old Batmans that we love. I'd rather see Jeffrey Dean play that fucking alcoholic sergeant Batman with guns. To be honest with you, I'd rather see that because we haven't seen that yet. You know what I mean?
No, that's an awesome character.
He's fucking cool, dude. To me, he's what made the story. Yeah,
a spine-tingling moment in the animated version.
Yeah, the animated one was cool.
Where Martha Wayne's got her hands over her face and she's crying, she's sobbing because she's just seen her son murdered. Yeah. And then like suddenly the sobs turn to laughter and she moves her hands and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was cool,
She's
dude.
The Joker.
She's the fucking Joker. Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude.
Which one is that one?
Flashpoint
Paradox.
Oh, the cartoon.
Flashpoint Paradox.
It should be on HBO Max, and you can buy it places too.
Okay, yeah.
Amazing. Okay, right? Cool. Like that's like probably my favorite of all the DC animated movies, and there are a lot of great ones.
There are. I like Under the Red Hood. That one's pretty cool.
That's really good. The Son of Batman, and then the one after that with the Society of Owls.
There's a bunch of them that are good.
A bunch of them that are really good. I mean, that's the thing. It's like Marvel was killing it at first with the live action. DC's was killing it and has been killing it for a long time with the animation. Yeah. But I think what's the new one that they're coming out with? Injustice. Hopefully that should be good too. Well, we'll see. Anyway, it has been an hour and a half. Folks, go check out the Beyond. It's on Tubi. I'll try to include the link below. There should be a link below. I think that you can click on. You can watch it completely free. That's how we do it on the stream. Is we make sure that any movie that we're talking about is something that you can watch that isn't behind a fucking paywall.
We're not going to spoil the ending.
What was that?
We're not going to spoil the ending.
No, we're not going to spoil it.
Oh, come on. That's why I got in here.
You spoil it. You spoil it.
It just leaves you depressed. That's
definitely.
Yeah.
It's desolate.
Yeah. It's gonna leave you awake at night too. If you watch that before you go to bed, you're gonna stay awake thinking about it. Like, damn.
What was the point of all this? You're just gonna end up in the Beyond.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Anyway, real quick, I should ask you guys, what do you think we should do for next week? Because I was thinking maybe some Mario Bava, possibly, but I have to see what's available. Any requests because I think that's the way we should try to do this. I mean, part of me just wants to be like, you know what? I'm gonna subject you motherfuckers to what I want to subject you to.
I mean, I'm just down for whatever. To be honest with you, like I'm down to watch some new fucking horror movies. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like a regular horror fan. You know what I mean? Hasn't seen all the old school shit. So
all the cool shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I've seen all the mainstream and then like adjacent mainstream underground shit, which is Hammer, and that's mainstream to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And this stuff that people have heard about. You know, so
the Universal monster movies.
Yeah, the old slasher, the big Freddy's and Jasons and Michael Myers and Exorcist, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, Night of the Living Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Night of the Living Dead
Yeah.
remake by Tom Savini. I
Oh,
got
That's
that.
excellent.
That's a classic.
I like that movie. I like
I
that
like
more
that
than the
too.
original.
Yeah, same.
Sorry,
That's
guys.
that's
Tony Todd.
That's heresy, but
But we can make
I
a
really
we can
like
make
the
a
90.
we
I
can make
really
a half
like
a show about that if you
I'm
want.
with you, Matt.
Yeah.
That's my favorite version of.
And I like Land of the Dead more than that.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Oh no! you
Dead
just
Reckoning,
ruined it,
baby.
Matt.
No, but that's the thing. It's just like there's no right or wrong. We're talking
Right.
about art.
Brian,
Yeah, and we stand our ground on what we
can't-
like. You know what I mean? And it makes it more
Exactly.
interesting.
Ray,
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Ray liked Survival of the Dead. I mean, come on.
Does he really?
Yeah,
Does he really?
I already talked to him, but no.
Don't let him. Don't let
God
him.
damn it! I like that movie.
Don't let him. Don't let him. Read the To Kill a Moonrise script in that case. But that's a comic I want to do with 656.
I can't wait for that one.
Bad.
You've been talking about that one for a minute.
Yeah, man. Oh, and everybody, check out Matt's campaign for. Do you want to share your screen real quick? It's,
Sure.
And also for Cryptidnals. Fuck it.
Oh,
Let's get
thank
in
you.
like a quick plug, like the
Yeah.
last,
We're gonna
2
we're gonna-
minutes.
we're gonna close our in-demand store on Halloween night,
Ooh, nice.
so we might do a little special stream that night. So
Oh
stay
yeah,
tuned.
baby.
Yeah.
And dude, I have to say, out of all the books that are coming up, Cryptidals is, yeah,
Yes.
I'm
Thank you.
dying
Yeah, it looks-
hard. Ready for that, man. Ready
Me
for
too.
that. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Which
Oh, nice.
Cleva elevator pitch, Matt.
Sure. This book right here, you know, it's a horror book, and it's a gothic horror book. It's about this butcher who gets killed and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse, and that curse gives him the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. So he tries to use that power for revenge, reckoning, or maybe redemption. In this story, we're going to try to find out if he's the victim, the villain, or the victor. I still have a bunch of tchotchkes up right here for the first 100 backers. If you guys want to come check it out, trading cards, stickers, a bottle opener for the first 100. There's Butch right there taking out a bunch of zombified zombie doll horror
Nice.
zombies. So
Right, voodoo
they're in the
zombies,
book,
right?
Voodoo Zombies. And yeah, that's him. We're going to go into a deep dive into his past of him being raised in slaughterhouses throughout the fictional town of Oubliette in this Western. That's the voodoo doll, one of the main villains. There's Butch fighting an actual badass African zombie dude named Zulambi. And right here, it shows him in his origin a little bit, taking out some pimps. And we got pirates in there, Vikings, dirty coppers, and yeah, and a crazy bull he rides around on.
Yeah, it looks
So-
batshit crazy. It looks batshit crazy, like in a real wonderful way.
And then there's Preston. There's a Preston Acevedo card.
Oh,
right
shit.
there.
Preston.
There's Butch shooting some more stuff, and Opie Opossum, a crazy bounty hunter in the first book. Moth
that's a-
Mammon.
That's a cool name, Opie Opossum.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this I can't wait. I can't wait to read this. Can't wait.
Oh,
Can't
thanks,
wait to
man.
read it. Really looking forward to it. I backed it, folks. You should go back it too. And also, man, big ups to the to the community for rallying and getting this book across the finish line.
Hell
and
yeah.
Like the last in the last hour. That was the shit, man.
Both times.
That shit made me happy. Ollie,
We have the
elevator pitch for the crypt.
yeah,
for the
Cryptidals.
Cryptidals,
Monsters
yeah.
of Myth confront dark cyberspace entities known as tulpas from destroying reality. So basically, what Ray is doing is just a big old monster fest. You got La Llorona, you got the Man Dog, you got the Bigfoot, you got the Goat Man fighting off Black Eyed Children, the Rake, El Nyango, which is our version of the Slender Man, even creatures from Lovecraftian lore. So this is all
Kid
just crazy,
Cthulhu.
man. It's crazy monster fights, man. So yeah, man, we're closing on Halloween night, which is what 31st, right?
Yeah.
Of October. So yeah, we still have the main cover available. We might open up the variant covers that night, so it might be like a 24-hour thing. We don't
Ooh,
know
dope.
yet. So we got the book for $25, pages for 200. I mean, that's really cheap. And
Oh
we
my
just
God.
sold the Llorona Spring Hill Jack cover recently.
Oh,
So yeah, man.
That's
so
right. Spring Heel Jack is up
Spring
in
Hill Jack,
this.
yeah.
it's a new
And-
take too. Badass new
Yeah, it
take on the
is.
Spring Hill.
Yeah,
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 it
yeah.
is.
It's the daughter of the main Spring Hill
Oh.
Jack. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not a gender swap, guys. It has a story behind it. It has a reason.
Not you guys too. No.
No, the horror.
So yeah,
I
guys,
mean-
Back this book, man.
get on it,
This-
man.
this is
It's 134, 32 pages. It might be more because
It
Ray
is.
is a crazy man and likes to read a lot. So and
That's what I do
Dario's like,
too.
happy about it. So yeah, man.
And this is Dante on the art right here, right?
Yeah, it's Dario on the artwork. Yeah.
Oh, Dario. What did I say,
Yeah.
Dante?
Yeah.
But look, I mean, look at this, man. Look at this. And
Horrific
you know
beauty,
when the colorist dude Ollie looks at this and says no color, he knows
No
what he's
color.
talking about.
No color, man.
No, definitely not. That would be a travesty. I mean, if you had a color version, that'd be fine. I wouldn't buy it.
If I
want
if I
this
would
shit, man.
if I color this, it would be very very limited palettes, very minimal. Maybe just 2-3 tones.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's like I wanted to do Six Gun originally as a black and white comic
Yeah.
because I love black and white, right?
Yeah.
But back then, you couldn't really sell a black and white comic. I think things have changed, and I
Yeah.
think they've changed because of manga. I think it's
Yeah.
opened people up to black and white in a way that they were closed off before.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
you have to
People
like
can-
use your imagination more.
yeah.
I like
Yeah,
to,
mine.
you know, I like seeing the human hand. I
Yeah.
like to be reminded that I'm looking at a drawing.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
not only
it's-
that, too, the eyes kind of populate color when you're reading it. I think it subconsciously, at least
Yeah.
in my head, it does a little bit. I get
Yep.
really invested in the world, you know.
Yes.
Yep.
yes.
And,
Also,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Also, when you back, you're gonna receive all these stretch goals, unlocked stretch goals perks.
Dope.
So you're gonna get the Man Dog supplemental, which is 24 pages covered by our man Preston
Preston.
Acevedo. Yeah.
Yeah. What up,
Also,
Preston?
a sketchbook behind the scenes of the comic by Dario Rodriguez, and also a little scrapbook called Monster Moments, which will feature illustrations that we did for our Polaroids, and it'll include some MP3 audios that will go with it. So
Damn, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh
so pumped.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Also, you're gonna have a little set of mini prints, double-sided mini prints. So
Oh,
yeah, guys, we're ready to lock the 15K stretch goal, so that's pretty cool. Also, there was this little gag that Gargoyle made Ray do. If we reached 15,
yeah.
he's gonna have to bust a wall like the Kool-Aid Man. So we're working on that. Well, he's working on that currently.
Oh, man.
So yeah, we might film his death. So we're not sure yet.
Fuck.
Like his head will be all caved in. Oh yeah.
So yeah, guys, that's the campaign, man. We want to reach at least the 20K goal.
Fuck yeah. Dude,
when we
I
close
mean,
it,
the fact that this isn't like a 40, 50K book is ridiculous. It really is.
and,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
we just need more exposure, I guess, more word of mouth.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what we all
definitely.
need, dude.
Yeah,
That's what we
yeah.
all need. That's why we need to start all reaching out to other communities that are outside of our bubble.
Get that world
You know?
tree going, you know?
Yes.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Because there's, I mean, this is just dope as fuck.
Yeah. Dude, if normies in the comic stores worldwide knew about this shit, man, they'd fucking buy it. you
Yeah,
know?
dude.
The French, the French
Oh,
would
yeah.
go sacre bleu.
Oh,
Right?
Oh.
Can't you imagine? I mean, because
Yeah,
French
dude.
comics are dope as fuck, and
Yeah.
just like this in a French format. Oh my god!
oh, dude.
A 9x12 BD album. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, man. That's because to me that's the model that we should be trying.
Yeah.
to emulate.
Yeah, no, that's
Not
yeah,
manga.
definitely. No, yeah, no, I
And I
you're
love
definitely-
manga.
No,
you
yeah,
know?
I hear you. But I want to go
That's-
big or go home. No,
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
dude. You know,
But
One day.
yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I got two more after this issue of Six Gun. Got two more after that. You know, then I can release 2 trade paperbacks or eventually an omnibus edition. I'm just in a tough spot now because I got people who are like, oh, I'll just wait for the trade paperback. I'm like, motherfuckers, I'm not going to be able to make the next trade paperback if you don't back
this
the,
one.
the last 2 issues.
Yeah.
Like the next one, that's going to have to be like a double header.
Yeah, I hear you.
And Preston's a bit a busy dude.
Oh, for Sheasel.
Yeah.
And you know, I'd like to fucking, you know, just like chain him up and just be like,
no, you
finish
won't.
that shit, or like
You can't tame Preston.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Put him in a figure 4 leg lock and make him obey. And that ain't happening, you know. But I was thinking like kidnap him, take his dog hostage. Like I'm a hurt Loki. I'm a hurt Loki. No, never do that. Never do that. No.
That could be a good premise for a horror movie.
It could.
Draw my comic book. There's like
like a Saw, no?
Right? Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, folks. Much love from all of us, and go check these very, very worthy books out, and back them. Support indie comics, not just the big guys, but also us dudes who are like toiling in the underground.
Aren't you going to show a 6-gun gorilla?
Yes, show it.
Yeah, maybe I will. You know what? I should show the
the
new trailer.
Man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh man, hold on. Let me see what I could do here.
I seen a new trailer about the 6-gun. It was banging.
Oh, is there a new trailer?
Yeah, there's a new trailer. I'm not sure if I can play it with sound though, because I was trying to play the. Well, let's see. Yeah, because I've been fooling around making. You know, I mean, once Preston's done with his pencils, and once Ollie, once you're done coloring, then I'm going to be able to do something.
I'm coloring, by the way. Right now.
You are.
Dope. Oh yeah, those colors on that fucking Preston art looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you know, always make sure that your penciler is happy with their color. Always.
And happy with what they're drawing, no? With the script too.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, okay, let me see if I can.
We all gotta please Preston, right? That bastard.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. But that's the thing. I always say Preston's a rock star, but just don't let him know it. Like he hasn't figured it out yet. I'm trying to get as much work done with that mofo as I can before like Hollywood just goes yoink and takes him away forever.
Or Netflix, no, comes in. Hey, we need character designs for the next He-Man show.
Oh wait, hold on a second. All right, let me. How do I play this with? Okay, well I'm gonna see if I can
There's a little tab like in the corner with audio or share audio.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Yeah.
All right, let me.
It's all like hidden and shit.
I know.
It's not very
share
visible.
audio.
Yeah.
Share a whisper.
You motherfuckers. Let me see.
Mother Fauci's.
Speaking of Lucio Fulci, Necro has a rap where he goes, Anthony Fauci, more like Lucio Fulci.
Dude, question.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Does the Beyond have an eye piercing scene?
A few.
Has an eye gouging scene.
Eye gouging, yeah. That's, right.
That's what I was saying, because maybe it had something to do with, like, you know, the windows of the soul, you know? I was talking about that.
Oh,
maybe.
I heard that. Yeah, because I don't know, man. Fulci and the eyeballs.
Yeah.
He hates them.
Yeah, no, because he knows that like it makes people cringe, and he wants to make you cringe. Are you seeing this? Oh, I'm sharing my screen. Do you like?
Oh no.
No, because I'm trying to. Yeah. Sorry, people. I'm still
learning.
Yeah. I'm still learning. God damn it. But there it goes. Select window or screen.
So which death scene is your favorite one from the Beyond?
Oh God, it's got to be that girl getting her head ventilated.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah, because the way her head just snaps back, and you can see like through the hole in her head. It's just so mean spirited. And
Well,
The dog one was pretty brutal. I thought
yeah,
that
out of
that's-
nowhere,
yeah.
he just like bites the throat of the girl.
oh yeah, and the ear. It's like,
Yep. All right. There's Al Cliver.
Oh shit! Don't dox yourself.
Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, when the windows, the glass.
Let's see. All right.
That guy.
All right. Are you seeing the trailer?
Yeah.
yeah.
Play.
All right. Let me know if let's see if the sound is working.
No sound.
No sound?
Or maybe your volume is down.
All right, hold on. All right. Or I have to click that thing. Where's that hidden again?
You have to close it again and then reopen it.
I have to close it and reopen it.
Yeah. Don't dox yourself, man.
I'm not gonna dox myself. I don't give a fuck about doxing myself. I've ceased giving a shit about about whether I live or die anymore. Yeah, I just. All right, I'm gonna give up.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, people. Yeah, because I'm just gonna get myself more.
You do it, Matt.
More and more frustrated. Yeah, you do it, Matt. Here, I'll post a link. And not even the private chat, in the main chat.
You might need to work on your StreamYard Kung Fu, Brian.
StreamYard Kung Fu?
Yeah, StreamYard Kung Fu.
Let me see. All right, yeah, because close that. I'm not doxing myself.
Oh, just put your credit card info in the chat.
That would be fucked up. Okay, all right.
That would be fucked up. Yes, it would.
All right.
Share screen. Select window or screen.
All
Entire screen.
All right, you want to share mine?
Share audio. Did you share audio, Matt?
Almost.
Okay.
Because I'm like.
All right, here we go. Just let me know when you guys are ready.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right.
You guys ready?
Hell
Full
yeah.
screen. Full screen that.
Yeah, full screen, mofo.
Oh shit. Who did that, man? That's cool.
This is one of Adrian's friends in Argentina. Oh, this is my edit. This is like a new edit. This is a super short version. Because I wanted to have like a 30, 50 seconds.
The song fits really well with the imagery.
I think so. Gives people an idea of what they're in store for. Yep. Campaign's going right now, folks. Six Gun Gorilla, Cemetery Without Crosses. We're almost at 10K, and speaking of gore, I did that to my thumb, working on the molds for the Six Gun Gorilla figure.
Oh, can you show that? Show something?
It's
Preview?
upstairs in the lab.
Oh, I want to see that.
You're gonna see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm into that mold making shit. I love that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to figure this thing out, and once I have figured it out, I was saying to Matt, there's no reason why we all shouldn't have minis of some kind. Man. You know what I mean? Or figurines.
I want one.
Right? Yeah, I would love to see a fucking Butch Cleaver. Oh, dude, we'll have one for each of the Cryptidnals. My God, man, that'd be fucking. That would be epic as fuck. So I'm working on it, and let me check real quick. Tomorrow, Preston and I are going on Andy Smith's channel.
Cool,
sweet.
And let's see. All right. Yeah, and that's going to be tomorrow, September 22nd, 5 p.m. EST on his channel, and that I'm gonna definitely have. If I have to like stick the thing together with like poster tag again,
Show the moles, man. Tomorrow, I want to see.
I will.
Hell yeah.
I will. All right, everybody. Much love, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And as the Bruce Lee said, play seriously. Bye.
Ditto. Bye.